When Mama got home, she had told Henk that Papa was right. "Yes, Henk, they are your real parents. They love you, and you must go with them," she had said. Henk looked at her, still not believing what he heard. Her eyes were glistening, just like Papa's. How could that be? How could he have other parents? Where would they take him? Who would take care of Koti? He stayed close to Mama as she busied herself in the kitchen. She tried to answer his questions. Finally, he asked, "You love me, don't you?" "I love you very much, and I'll miss you very much, Henk." Mama wiped her wet, red eyes with the corner of her apron. Then she bent down to hug Henk one more time. Her arms were soft and warm and smelled of soap. Henk hung onto her neck. "They are waiting. You must go now." She pulled his arms down. Mama took Henk's hand and walked with him out the front door. On the porch, she kissed him on both cheeks. Henk tried to hug her again, but Mama stood up. She shook his hand formally, like they were playing a game. She pretended that she was saying goodbye to a very important person. "Goodbye, Henk. Be a good boy," she said. "Don't forget us. We will always love you. I hope you will visit us very soon." She bent down again and unwound Koti from Henk's legs. She put the kitten in the house. Henk could hear her meows through the closed door. He covered his ears. He wanted to run inside, grab Koti, and hide under his bed. Would that make those people go away? Papa came up the steps and took Henk's hand in his. "It's time," he said. They walked around the house toward the barn. In his other hand, Papa held a suitcase. Under his arm was a small box tied with a blue ribbon. Henk heard snorting and stamping hooves. He tightened his grip on Papa's hand as they rounded the corner of the house. A large brown horse was hitched to a farm cart standing outside the open barn door. Henk sucked in his breath. Until this moment, he had hoped it was all a big mistake. His eyes filled with tears. The man who had been in the front room sat on the high seat of the cart. He was holding on to the horse's reins. Papa had said his name was David van Zorg, and his wife was Elsbeth. She stood next to the cart. Henk looked down at the ground as he and Papa neared them. Papa put Henk's suitcase in the back of the cart. The man reached down and shook Papa's hand. "Thank you again," the man said. "We will never forget you." The woman shook hands with Papa, too, and she hugged him quickly. "Thank you," she said, wiping her eyes with a handkerchief. "Thank you." She climbed onto the cart and sat down beside the man. Papa looked down at Henk and spoke in a hoarse voice. "Don't cry, Henk. Be a big boy." He bent over to hug Henk. Then, with a loud whoop-a-la, he lifted him onto the hay in back of the cart. He handed Henk the small box tied with the blue ribbon. "This is from Miep and Peter," Papa said. "They knew you would be leaving us, but didn't know it would be today. The blue ribbon is from a dress Mama made for Miep's first birthday. Open the box when you get to your new home." Henk dropped the box in back of him on the hay. He reached for Papa's hands again. Papa leaned into the cart and kissed Henk. Henk tried to say something, but a large bubble of tears was stuck in his throat. Only his eyes could beg Papa to take him out of the cart. But Papa turned around and slowly walked away.